Okay, looks like we're live. That's good. There we go, looks live. Perfect. Good evening, people. Hello. Let me get the comments up, see if I can get them running. Can you hear me okay? Hello, hello, hello. Can you guys hear me okay? Cool, I can see people commenting away, which is nice. Brilliant. Perfect, can you hear me? Is the sound okay? I've got a really creaky chair, so I do apologise. Okay. Cool, right. Good, I'm glad you can hear me loud and clear. We're here, we're back. Lauren, you receiving? Yeah, we're live. I'm just waiting for people to come on, but I can hear okay. Can you just test the mics for me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can, it's quiet. Let me just turn you up. Hold on 2 seconds. Okay, go again, Lauren.
Say again?
Go again on the mic.
Hey, can you hear me?
Once more.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it should be fine. Really creaky chair. They're all really creaky. Hello everybody. Right, I'm going to get started. Well, I'm going to give it 2 minutes and I'm going to get started. Brilliant, people can hear, that's great. I see lots of comments coming in. Excellent. If you haven't shared this already and you want to share it on your Facebook pages, please do. I'm going to give it 2 minutes to 1:30 exactly. I'm going to explain how we've set everything up, how it's all looking, make sure you all connected and can hear okay, and then we will get started. And I've got a camera as well today. Hello. So. Okay, I'm just going to give it 1 more minute. Perfect. All right, guys, I'm just literally waiting till 1:30 and we'll get started. Perfect. We all... Okay, I think we're there. Just waiting 2 seconds. Is it cold in here? It's not too bad actually today, Rachel. I've had the heater on earlier today, so it's not too bad. Will you be able to move the bin and sea wing? We will move the bin and sea wing, don't worry. Hi Laura, how you doing? Okay, let me just get this, make sure this camera's spot on perfect. That looks better. Okay, right, let's get going. So, apologies if it sounds a little odd because I can see the big screen over here. I've got a massive screen, which is what I'm looking at. I've then got a computer over here, which has got a delay of about 15 seconds. So I'm gonna try and run off this one, and then you guys will catch up. So that's that. So I'm here, I am sat inside the kitchen. You can see me here. Hello, whoa, there I am. Above me, the camera just up here above me. That is also in the kitchen, but it's over there in the far corner. Straight behind me down this corridor, that is the 2 cameras at the bottom, that is A wing. And if I went straight through the wall in front of me, I'd end up in C wing. So I appreciate if you've not been here, that's gonna be a little confusing, but obviously if you have, it will all make sense. So what I've done is I am connected up via radio, via my headpiece into Lauren and Stacey, who are actually in the jail. So we've been in today, we've done all of our checks. Those are on Instagram if you haven't seen it. We've done all of that, and then we decided we'd stay a couple of extra hours and do this. So I'm gonna stay in here and do the presenting piece from here. I'll get onto your comments in a second. Lauren and Stacey are going to do the investigation pieces and the bits inside the actual prison themselves. Now they live together, so they're absolutely fine to be close together inside 2 meters. So that's how we're doing it. Inside both the wings, and you can see it in C wing. There is a microphone in the middle of the wing. There is also one in A wing, so we can hear Lauren and Stacey. They've also both got radios, so they should be able to hear me. So if I give Lauren a buzz. Lauren, can you just give us a quick shout on the microphone, please, to check that people can hear you?
Hello, Facebook. Can you hear us?
So I'll just see if they can hear you. I'll just wait for the comments to come through. Perfect. Yes, Lauren, they can hear you, which is good. Yeah, they can hear you, which is great. So I think we can crack on. So I'm not actually sure where they are exactly. They're on A-wing somewhere, so I'm going to ask them to pop out in front of a camera. There is Laura. They're in cameras next to each other. How are you guys? How are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're doing okay. It's a little messy in here actually. How very eerie.
Oh, someone's saying it wants to be a bit louder, so I'm just going to tweak your mics up a bit, guys. Okay, so we're on. It's quiet because we're not talking. Okay, so we're basically ready to get started. So I'm going to start just pinging through comments. Lauren and Stacey should be able to hear me from where they are, and then we can obviously just see what everyone's doing and see what's going on. And in a little while, I'll probably head over to C Wing once it gets a bit darker. The black thing on the floor in the top camera is the cable for the microphone. Hello, the Hookway family watching from Essex. Have you seen the rat in C Wing? They're all rats in C Wing. They're all narcs. Okay, when lockdown's over. Okay, so I'm going to jump between screens so I can obviously see the comments and see what's actually going on live. I've got a cup of coffee as well today, which is nice. Let's have a quick look at these two. Lauren, I've got you on the big screen, so I've got you both there on the big screen. Do you two want to do us a favour and just take a step back from the camera slightly, Lauren, towards Stacey, and then from there you can start doing your calling out. Yeah, I was just saying, if you take a step back from the camera, Lauren, so step towards Stace, and then from there, if you want to start doing your calling out, and as long as you keep it nice and loud, we'll be able to hear you through the mics. Laura, yes, Stacey did tell me all about the poo incident and an investigation a while ago.
Is there any spirits here tonight with us? Please do something. Slam the cell door. Talk. Let us know you're here. My name is Stacey. You know me, I work here. You see me all the time. They know who I am. You all know who I am, come on. It's definitely got a weird feeling in here today, hasn't it? Atmosphere's definitely like eerie. Are you seeing anything on the cameras, Joel?
I can see you two, but you guys, if you don't even need to talk into the radio. If you just talk, I can hear you through the mics, and I'll come back to you on the radio. So Harry, what's happening right now is Stacey and Lauren are just in A wing, and they're just starting to have a little bit of a look around and see what's going on in there, and then they will move probably into C wing, I would have thought. The mouse icon's good. Oh, somebody just moved in front of the camera. Adam, they're not going to cell 27 because there's no cameras up there, so they wouldn't be able to see anything. That is weird. What is that 2 legs behind the pool table? I'm assuming that's a shadow. I'll get them to check though. Lauren, just behind the foosball table, there's like 2 legs in the middle of the foosball table that we can see. Can you see what those are? I'm just going to get a fly off the screen as well. There's a fly there. Yeah, literally where you are now, Stace. What is that?
Yeah, that's the foosball table. It's the
Ah,
foosball table.
so that is another foosball table. That's what the legs are.
You can't see the top of it because the one in front is slightly taller, but the legs in the middle is the foosball table just behind it.
Lauren, just make your way up to Seg for us, will you? Because I can see all the way up to Seg. Stace, they'd like you to do shouting out again, please.
Is there any spirits here tonight with us? Make yourself known.
If there's anybody watching and they...
Bang something. Make a noise. Slam a cell door.
If anybody wants them to do anything particular, let me know. I'll ping them on the radio and then they can do it. Just seeing your comments, Shane. Love it. Load of rubbish. Love it. Hopefully that's a bit clearer, James. Stace, they're asking if you could do some whistling. Don't worry about the thing coming in front of the screen. That's just me getting rid of the little fly that was on it. Get a Ouija board out. Love it. Okay, let me go back to the rest of the camera so we can see what's going on in the rest of the prison. So this camera down here that the mouse is on, that is cell 203 on C Wing. That's obviously me. That's over there in the corner behind me. This is A Wing where Lauren and Stacey are, and this is C Wing, which they'll get onto in a few minutes, I'm sure. I'm sat in the kitchen part, what was the kitchen, which is now actually our restaurant in the prison. So that's where I'm sat right now. Yeah, that's right, James. Yeah, dust, moisture show up on the orbs and night cameras. It's actually pretty clean in the jail. We've been in today, so it's looking pretty clean and tidy, I've got to be honest. Do I find it creepy at night here on my own? Deirdre, it is proper creepy at night on your own. Becca, I'm going to talk about what happened to me in the kitchen later on. I will talk about that. That's the camera in the top right corner. I'm trying not to talk too much because I want you to be able to pick up what Stacey and Lauren are doing. We actually set up the C-Wing camera, and we'll do this later. The C-Wing camera is mobile, so the one at the very bottom right, which is in cell 203, we can actually pick up and move. So I think Lauren is planning on taking that down into the Georgian tunnels later, so you'll be able to see down into the beginning of the Georgian tunnel system, where the old cells are, and the old seg cells. Yeah, I might go for a wander in a little while, Chris, and do some whistling. We might switch over, but because there's two of them and they can be close to each other, obviously it makes sense for that to happen. That is the cursor on the screen. Sorry, I'll try and keep that up here in the top right corner. That's where I'll aim for it. So the cursor will be top right corner, top left corner. Sorry, I'll keep up there out of the way. You're right, Sarah. It's not as mouldy as Shepton. Shut slop out. Adam, we probably can do a Ouija board. We have got a Ouija board, so I can get them to get one out in a little while. The prison has been out of use. Someone's just asked how long has it been out of use. It closed in 2013. We took over in 2015, and for the last nearly 5 years, it's been open as a tourist attraction. And very soon, we expect to buy it, which will be exciting. Then we can really start ramping it up and getting some development work on the go and turning it into what I would like to see is the world's #1 prison tourist attraction. Alcatraz ain't got nothing on us, basically.
Hey Joel, I don't know if the camera picked it up, but the one facing towards the bottom of the wing, both myself and Stacey just picked up some sort of figure just right in the corner. Don't know if anyone else saw that.
I don't know, I'll be honest with you, Lauren, I was talking about myself.
Surprise.
I just saw something float across it. So do you want to concentrate on that bottom camera on A-Wing and I'll make it large and yeah, I'll full screen it for you.
Brilliant, thank you. Just right by the corner by the green door.
I can catch the green door and the set of stairs at the bottom. If one of you wants to walk all the way to the bottom of the wing and point it out, that would be useful.
Oh God. Off you go.
Don't go to where the dark figure is.
Josh, we had to close Gloucester.
Joel, it's the other camera, mate. It's the other side. Think.
No, that's the one I've got. I've got Stacey on it right now, going towards the bottom of the wing. So they've just seen something at the very bottom of the wing, right by the green door. So Stacey, by the looks of things, is heading down there now by herself to see what's going on. Stacey's just come over the radio to say, why is it always me that has to go into the dark, crazy corners? So you can just see her right there in the bottom corner. She's just disappeared out of view now into the darkness.
It's really odd actually, because from here I can't see her.
No,
We were both just watching. Just then, we both quite clearly saw something at the bottom.
Yeah, I can see that. I can just see her moving now on the screen as she starts to come up. It's not as clear on the live, but I can just see her. Stace, if you just come up a little bit more towards the foosball table, but stand with your back almost to the cells, and then do some calling and whistling from there. Lauren, do you want to take the mic down to her? Because we'll be able to hear her then much clearer if you take the mic down and put it near her. And Stace, if you go closer towards the cells and just a little bit closer towards the middle office, we'll be able to see you really nicely. You're right, Melissa. Stacey has got balls. She is pretty tough. So they're just, you can see Lauren, she's just moving the mic further down, which is what the popping is.
This is like the creepiest part to stand. I absolutely hate standing in this bit.
Yeah, that's where I want you. That's where I want you, Stace, right there. And we can hear you nice and clearly now.
Okay, I'm going to do a whistle out. Can you copy this whistle?
Lauren, someone's saying look at the windows. I think the windows in the officers' pods. Sorry guys, I'm trying to keep up with all the comments. I'm trying to.
It's a really interesting area this is. I don't know whether you want to explain why, Stace. Why this area is particularly spooky, especially for the ghost tours. Are you happy to hear the story, Joel?
Yeah, go for it. I can hear you nice and clear. So speak nice and loud and clearly, Stace, and everyone will be able to hear you talking about it, and they can see it on the camera as well.
So this area is particularly active, especially when we have like ghost tours. A lot of people experience things down here, and it's mainly what we have now called, we've had this name for a while now, but we call them Shadow Man. And we have a lot of experience where we'll be overboard.
Oh, Stace, sorry to interrupt you. Just as you said that, this orb just literally came straight past you and all the way up the wing, all the way along the floor up the wing. That looks amazing.
See, every time we talk, this is what happens. Every time we end up having this conversation about Shadow Man, something happens. Like, I just seen a flicker in the window of a white light, and yet there is no white light. Did you see that?
I didn't know. I was looking down the other way.
This is it, guys. This is the amazing bit. So, like, just being in this prison, watching.
So
Look
when
at
we
that
have,
when
we did
Stace, that is seriously. There is something that has just come off the bottom of the floor. Lauren, if you just can come back up the wing slightly, just underneath the stairs by the cable, there's something on the floor. Shane's in the house as well. He says there's something behind you, Stace.
What?
Shane's just commented to say there's something behind you.
I'm in the house.
Lauren, right there, right in front of you, Lauren, on the floor. Right in front of you on the floor by the cable. What's that? Put your hands on the floor, Lauren. Go forwards by the cable. There, yeah, forwards, hands forwards. Yeah, there. What's that? Is that where the cables are connected? Oh, it's the tag. It's all right. So I see where it's from. It's all right. I want to get this good viewing, so I'm going to come off that, Lauren. Go back down with Stacey, Loza. Guys, do hit me up if there's something you want them to do.
Yeah, you're right. It's just a Velcro strap on the wire.
Okay, we've seen some big orbs. Stacey, I'm having people asking if you can call out for John.
John? Okay.
What's the significance of John?
No idea. Somebody just commented, people ask and I obey.
Do they mean a Joe, or definitely a John?
Well, they wrote John, but you crack on, Stacey. You carry on, and we'll see what happens because you were getting good activity a second ago. I've interrupted. Sorry, let me back off.
Hello, is there a John here with us tonight? Oh my God, my phone. John, if you're here, can you make yourself known? Can you make a noise?
So, Stace, people are asking you to continue telling the story of Shadow Man and the experiences that you've had on there, and obviously you run our ghost tours, so tell people what you do when you're there and give us the story, if you will.
Yeah, so when we do the ghost tours, it all started quite a while ago where we were getting what we call the Shadow Man experience, where people are witnessing a figure standing where we're actually standing now, or a little bit off. So people have been on the ghost tours, and we've been standing in the area over there, which is where the stairs are, which if you can see where I'm pointing. So we're right at the back of the wing, and people sometimes start looking down the wing towards where the exit is, towards where the camera is, and they'll say, are we all together? Is there anyone else on site? And obviously there's only 2 of us on site when we do these tours. And we say, no, everyone's here, there's no one else on site. And people will say, well, there's a person standing at the end of the wing, and they're kind of staring at us. And we've had that on numerous amount of occasions. We've lost count on how many people have seen Shadow Man. And the last experience we had was quite a scary one, where a very large group of people saw Shadow Man. And how it was going was, it was a particularly windy day, and the back green door was opening and closing. So I went to go and get a door shutter, and as I was walking down the wing, I started to feel really uneasy about going down the wing. And I've walked around here all the time in the dark. I mean, I'm standing in the dark now. But this particular experience, I was getting more and more anxious about walking down the wing. So I turned to Siobhan, who does the ghost tours with me. I turned to talk to her and say, I'm not comfortable. And then a group of people were looking at me. Siobhan shouted, Stacey, stop. And she basically could see Shadow Man standing in front of me, and I was actually walking towards him. And I didn't know I was walking towards him because I was looking in the opposite direction. And then a couple of seconds later, one of our guests was taking pictures of this area, and she actually saw a figure, and she saw the figure, a face of a man standing there. So we get a lot of that sort of stuff that happened. Needless to say, I pegged it down there. As soon as she shouted, Shadow Man's in front of you, I pegged it down there. And everyone, I think it was about 10 people on the tour all saw exactly the same thing. And we have lots of experiences that where it's not just one or two people on the same tour that see it, it's a large group of people that will see the same thing. Or they'll see figures that are walking down across the wing, or they'll see somebody coming out of cell 13, which is just this side of the wing, and then they'll go into a cell on this side, and they'll clearly see it, and they'll think that that it's the group, but we're always clustered around that little bit there. So yeah, Shadow Man is quite, and when people say that they've seen him, they say that he's big, he's about 6 foot, and he's quite stocky, and he's quite wide, and they always seem to say that it's the same thing. He's just standing there staring, and a few people have seen him walk. Now Siobhan, on a specific ghost tour, she started talking about Shadow Man, and there was a gentleman at the back of the group, and he started to become quite uneasy. So Siobhan asked if he was okay, and he said there's a very large man standing at the end of the wing. It's making me really uneasy. And as she goes to look up, she sees the figure actually walk across the wing behind this guard pod, and she doesn't see him through the mirror, and she doesn't see him come out the other end, but there is an automated light that goes off just at the hallway that goes onto a wing yard, and that automated light actually went off just as she was seeing the shadow walk past.
Cheers, Stacey. There's loads of comments coming in, guys, about the office and by the stairs. So just give me 2 seconds, Lauren and Stacey. So, guys, I am seeing your comments. I'm just trying not to interrupt the girls too much. I'm trying to let them just feel it and just see it through. Fuck's sake, let's hope not, my man. So I'm just trying to let them see it and feel it through. So I am going to get to all these things. And I'm going to get them in. So don't panic if I don't do it straight away. But I'll do the office first. Lauren, would you like to just step inside the officers' pod for us up to the 2 windows and tell us what you can sort of see and feel and hear? Because lots of people are saying that they can see stuff in the windows.
You guys are trying to kill me, I swear. The little one or the big one?
I think the big one, closest to us, closest to the camera.
Why did you got somebody from the top?
No, you can walk around, Stace, if you want. You're fine.
Go get the door open then.
Just drop the mic there, Lauren, and then you'll be able to go in and we'll be able to hear you.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, the door just trying to shut behind me. I'm just going to put my foot on it. It's insanely dark in here, and it feels almost like I can hear my own heartbeat. It's very, very still in here.
Sorry, James, my language. Apologies, people, for my language.
I can see some sort of shadow, and I'm not sure it's mine, to be honest with you. It seems to be coming from the window.
We can't see you at all in there, Lauren. Can you shut the door? Because I think both the doors are... Stace, can you shut her in there, please?
Thanks, guys.
Have you got the mic?
Do you want me to bring the mic in, Joel? Or...
Yeah, no, put the mic in there with us, Stace, and then shut her in there as best you can. So, guys, we're going to shut Lauren in the office that you guys have been talking about. There we go. So we're going to put her in there. Stace, can you head up to the top of the stairs in the middle of A wing, please? Because I'm getting people asking about the top of the stairs in the middle of the wing as well. Yeah, middle stairs. Just the top of the first floor, because I'll be able to see you at the top of the stairs. So, guys, we've got Stacey going up to the top of the stairs, which you're going to see just here in a second. And Lauren is here in the office right now. So what we'll do is we'll get Stacey up to the top of the stairs. Just there, Stacey. Perfect. Sit down there, Stacey, and then we'll be able to see you on the camera. Okay, that's perfect, Stacey. So you're perfectly placed there, Stacey. So here's Stacey here. You can see her. I'm just putting the mouse around so you can see where she is. Lauren, can you just come up to the window for me?
Yeah, I'm still by the window.
Okay, so you've got Lauren just here in the window. You can see her just there up against the window. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Lauren to do some calling out in a second, and then we will see what happens up there in the officers' pod that you're all talking about. You're all yours, Lauren.
Thank you. Right. If anyone is in here with me, give me a sign, give me a touch, say something. Let me know that you're here with me. Come on, everyone's seen you. We can be friends. What was that?
I've got to be honest, Lauren, I heard that in the background as well, just like literally coming down the corridor.
Yeah, I think all of us heard that.
I'm going to put the other cameras up a second because I'm a bit worried about something creeping up behind me. So, Lauren, they're asking you just to knock on the window, talk to Shadow Man, call him out.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a name which we think Shadow Man is, but we can't be awfully sure. So at this moment in time, I think I'll stick with the Shadow Man.
That's right, Shay, we had a groan.
Times, so let's have a go at this. Shadow Man, if you are here in the box with me, let me know. I know you're friendly. You've never posed any sort of harm to anyone before. So if you are here, speak to me. Maybe copy the sounds.
Pauline, I'm not walking round because I'm quite happy and content here, and they're off doing the crazy stuff. It's just them, James. They're the only two people out on the wing, I promise you. It's just the three of us in the jail. Tell you what, Lauren and Stacey, I'm watching 4 cameras here, and I've got C Wing watching as well, and there is some serious activity happening in the offices on C Wing as well.
The officers are out tonight then.
Yeah, it's just shadowy and stuff like that in C Wing. But Stace, do you want to give us some call outs from where you are on the stairs, because we could just see you there, which is good. Stacey
It's so definitely silent in here, Stace.
Stacey has just said that she thinks she can hear footsteps above her. Stace, just come down a couple of steps, will you, so we can see your face, and shuffle over to your right-hand side. Don't say that, Bradley. What's behind Joel in the doorway? Someone's just said, Joel, what's that behind you in the doorway?
Oh no! Retreat! Yeah, that was me, sorry.
You can all... I'm just going to give a quick message out to everybody watching this, Lauren, because there's lots of comments about something behind me. You can all bugger off about saying there's something behind me in the bloody doorway.
What? Was what me? No. Did I what? No. Joel, can you hear Stacey?
I can, but if you can open the door, Lauren, and just put the mic outside the door, we'll hear her a lot clearer.
Thank God, I need to get out of this room.
You can all bugger off about saying there's a figure behind me. I'm not putting that camera back on. I'm not turning around.
What was that?
It was literally like movement in MDT.
Lorna, you can't see all the
You know what
cameras because I'm
Stacey's
just
saying,
flicking
Josh,
a figure
saying
before.
There seems to be something as if it's moving down by MDT.
I can, Lauren. Why didn't you come out, Lauren? Put the mic in the middle, and then you can stand basically near the mic, and you'll be able to clear it for us.
Is that you?
Angie, I've just seen you saying there's a dark figure behind the male. I am the male. There is nothing behind me. Will you guys stop saying this? Hold on, I'm just going to... Lauren, I'm just going to put the cameras back on for me a second, because everyone's saying there's something behind me. Hold on. Okay, so this is me. There is a figure behind me. Is a mannequin over this shoulder in there. There is a mannequin there, which is in the interpretation space. The corridor behind me, going down there, is going on to A-wing. That figure there's Lauren. I'm just going to show you. Lauren, just come back into the corridor again for me. That figure back there, that's Lauren. Okay, so don't panic. That's her. She was in the office a minute ago, but that's her. No, I don't think you need to close cell 8. That's not an issue. You can just see the glint of a camera on where I am, but it's in the doorway. People are saying they can see stuff. I'll keep it on, and I'll come back to A-wing as well. Hold on. So just so you guys are all aware, this is quite challenging for me because obviously I'm trying to show you lots of different screens. I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to see it myself. I'm trying to see what's going on with these two. Right, I'm going to go back to Stacey. Stacey is going to give us some more calling out and some more whistling, and then in about 5 minutes, they're going to head over to C-Wing.
If there is anyone here with us tonight...
Sorry, just 2 seconds, Stacey. Lauren, can you just step back into camera shot for me? Because I know that you're not behind me in the corridor, and so other people will know you're not behind me in the corridor as well.
Yeah, no problem.
Perfect. Yeah, just there by the intervention suite's good. Just there. Perfect. I'm not looking behind me, Dean. I'm not doing it.
I'm going to do a whistle out.
Hi, Lisa. Welcome. I'm going to let these two continue calling a little bit and try and do some fills.
Come out. Yeah. Did you hear that?
We didn't pick up on the cat. We didn't pick up on the mic, guys. I didn't hear it.
It was only a faint noise, just up. I think that came from the threes, just above. You see me on the camera, just up there. It was only a very faint noise.
If there are any spirits here tonight with us, can you make yourself known? Can you make a bang? A noise? You can touch one of us.
I have this like underwhelming feeling that I have to keep looking behind me.
Where are you standing? Where are you?
I'm like
Oh, there
parallel
you
to
are.
you.
Is it like a feeling of dread? Like somebody standing behind you?
Sort of, yeah.
I get that feeling with the officers up there.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Mel and Dan, we will get to cell 203. They're going to head to Seawing shortly. We're just doing some more stuff on AON quickly. Stace, they're asking you to call out, talk about to Shadow Man effectively, because you were getting a lot of activity earlier on when you were talking to him.
So, Shadow Man, are you going to join us tonight?
Come on, you're not shy. You make yourself known to us all the time.
Introduce yourself. Let us know you're here. We think we know who you are. You've heard me talking about who I think you are. Why don't you verify that for me? Do you like being seen?
Joel, the camera you can see me on, can you see anything down the bottom?
I can't see anything moving. I can see down to the bottom and I can make out the door frame and I can see the football tables, but I can't see anything moving on it. There's a few orbs floating around the bottom of the stairs and moving around, or what people are saying are orbs. There's lots of people still saying they can see something behind me, so I've just gone to full screen of you guys because I'm not having it. I'm not doing it.
Well, where is it they can see something behind you?
In the doorway, and I refuse to turn around and have a look.
Which doorway? The one nearest to us or the one nearest to you?
I think the one nearest to me, because you can't see it that deep down into the wing. You can see you walk past a variation of light. I've not got the camera on at the moment, Lauren. I've got the camera on you. Hold on, I'll pick them back up. Hold on.
No, I'm just having a look down the corridor, see if I can see anything.
So I've got the cameras back up on all four, Lauren, so you can see. Do you know what? I'll make my one large a second. Oh, holy shit, this is where people are going to start winding me up again. Julie, there's nothing behind me.
I think there's a board.
Yeah, there is, yeah, just over here on the right hand side. So if I just put my finger out to just there, there's an A-frame notice board just here. So that's what that is.
Joel, just flick onto the camera that's pointing down towards the other side of the wing.
Towards segregation.
Yeah, down towards segregation. We just heard a noise down there.
Yeah, it's on.
So I'm just going to wander down and see if anything's down there.
Do like a call out, Lauren.
Adam, would I do a lone vigil while the girls take over the cameras? Oh, I don't know, mate, but I could get the girls to do lone vigils. Thank you, Tara. I can't see anything behind me either.
Lauren, I legit can't see you anymore.
Yeah, Dean, we get lots of dogs coming inside the prison to come see us. Okay, ladies, we've been going for 45 minutes. I think it is time that we endeavour you over to C Wing. So do you want to head up over the 2s and head up to C Wing that way?
Yeah.
Actually, no, don't go that way because the automatic lighting. Go. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, okay, we'll head over to C Wing. I'll put the cameras up. Okay, so you can see them disappearing off of the stairs up here. They're going to make their way over to C Wing, and they should be appearing on C Wing up here. Okay, so they've literally left me by myself at the moment because they've disappeared, obviously off camera, but they're going to appear back over here in C Wing, and I'll just get the levels right on the microphones, and then we'll crack on with C Wing, which will be this camera and this camera. So we're going to hopefully see some good stuff in C Wing. Okay, no worries, Lauren. Go on, I'll be able to see you on the cameras.
It's so dark. Wait, shut the door. Turn the light off. Not on the top floor, Joel.
Just stay there. Just stay there a sec, actually. I want to try and get your sound right. Can you just talk a second so I can get the levels right on the sound?
Hello, can you hear us from Siri?
Is there any spirits here tonight?
What?
Yeah, I know.
Can you honestly hear us? The spirits tonight.
Yeah, that's perfect, Lauren. You're all good on C Wing.
Oh, it's so dark. It's so much darker in here than it is in A-Wing.
Can I have a volunteer from one of you two, please? Who wants to do it?
That depends what it is.
I would like one of you to head down to cell 203, go inside, sit on the table, and close the door over. Or at least go and sit in it, actually.
Is it here with you? Yeah, you're right. They all specifically want you to know stuff.
You're a liar.
Lauren, can you head down the stairs and just move the bins for us, maybe to the other side of the wedge? No, don't close the girls. Yes, Sarah, you're absolutely right. The girls are very brave. Joel, on the other hand, he is in, well, I meant actually the most haunted part of the, one of the most haunted parts of the jail. But yeah, there's Lauren. She's just going to move the bins as people have asked. Stacey is going into a super dark cell. Cell 203. Remember, these are night vision cameras. These are night vision cameras. Go away, Laura. These are night vision cameras, which is why we can see it. Yeah, take the camera in with you, Stace. And as long as you've got enough cable, you'll be able to take the camera in. We've got a really good view of you. Take it in, shut the door, turn the camera around so we know you've shut the door, and then you're in there, Stace. So let's get... Lauren, you just stay where you are a sec. I'm just going to get this camera on Stacey. Stace, you're getting a lot of love. You're getting a lot of love on here, Stace. Bring the camera. Can you take the camera in a bit further and just flick it back so people can see the door shut? Give us a quick 360. Lauren, can you take the microphone and put it up outside cell 203? Or should we put the mic in there with Stacey? Can you take the mic upstairs to up by Stacey so we can hear what's going on with her? You should be able to just walk it straight up the stairs and round the landing. It's got a long cable.
it off its stand?
If you want to, or just take the stand. It's better to take the stand because you can just plonk it back down. It's all good. Okay, so we'll hear a bit of popping, guys. A bit of popping as Lauren's taking the mic upstairs. We're going to put the mic upstairs with Stacey, and then we're going to put her back in cell 203, and we're going to just leave her in there for a bit. So 203 is the most haunted cell in the jail. It's a story of a grey lady who comes along there. She basically comes out of 203 and makes her way along the landing. So we're putting Stacey in there. I can hear Stacey saying things to me at the moment, and that's why I want to get the mic in there. Stacey, she's bringing the mic into you, so we're going to put the mic in there with you. We're going to shut you back in, and I just want you to, again, once you've got the mic, do a quick look round, and then people will be able to hear you.
Hello? Do you want to take the mic off the stand?
If you can leave the mic on the stand, because it will then just sit there and it won't pick up it will pick up the ambience. Sorry guys, it's a highly technical operation this, as you can see. When we get back open, we're going to do this so much more often. We are going to do this more tech-based going forwards. We're going to invest in some really good tech all over the jail to cover this.
Right, there is the shut door. And, here I am.
Stace, put the camera back as far into the corner as you can so we can see as much of the cell as we can, and obviously you.
This is so hard to do. How's that?
Stacey, that is perfect. So you're obviously in there, you're shut in there, we can see the bed, the sea, we can see you can't see a thing. So Stacey's in 203 by herself right now, and we're just going to, wow, Stacey, there's some serious activity in there. I'm going to shut up now, Stacey. I want you just to cool out and talk, and off you go.
I don't think I want to. It's almost like there's something in this corner where I'm pointing down. It's creepy as hell, I don't like it.
So guys, you can remember that Stacey can hear me when I talk. When I press the button on my mic and I talk to her, she can hear me, but we can hear everything that happens in there. If you want her to do something, say something, let me know and I'll ask her.
Is there anyone here in here with me? What was that noise?
I'm just going to see where Lauren is, guys. Lauren, can you just head downstairs onto the into like the middle of C-wing so we can see you on the camera, so we know that you're there and not up by Stacey?
It's so cold in here.
Stace, they want you to shout out to the grey lady.
Is the grey lady here with me now? Can you make yourself known? Can you talk to me?
Stace, they're asking if you can call out for somebody called Ivy.
Ivy? Is there an ivy here?
Deborah, Shrewsbury Prison was actually had female prisoners in C-wing until
I'm
1921.
telling you now, there's something in that corner.
It was built as a women's wing originally, so that's why there was ladies in there. Stace, can you give us some whistling, please? It was a mixed prison until 1921.
Can you copy this noise?
Do that again, Stace. Do some more banging like that. Let's see if we can get some banging going.
Can you copy it? Where's Lauren?
Lauren is downstairs in C wing. She's at the very bottom of the stairs. I can see her. Actually, Lauren, I'm going to ask if you can stand the opposite side of the wing so we can see the bottom of the stairs, because there's some good orbs floating around you too.
It sounds like there's something outside the door.
No, I promise you, Lauren is downstairs. She is at the other end of the wing, near the stairs where the boy appears. She's actually just outside the Victorian cell.
I don't even see that, but I am shaking.
Do that again, Stace. I've just enlarged it.
I am shaking here. It's so cold. Can you copy this noise?
Do some beatboxing. I'm going to get to sit on the bed in a minute. Don't worry, Julie. I'm going to ask her to lie on it. The step that people are talking about is just here. It's the third one here is generally where you see him.
Is there any ladies that are here that want to communicate with me?
And as they're calling out, I'm just going to see if I can rejig the cameras so I can get the two ceiling cameras on big scale.
Can you tap something, make a noise?
That's what we want. Sorry, ladies, I was just rejigging the cameras. So Lauren, I can see you really clearly. I've split to a four-way screen, so I can see Lauren, Stacey, me, and the other camera in the kitchen. I was just saying, Lauren, I was just rejigging the cameras, so now I've got the four cameras up nice and clear. I've got you, Stacey, me, and the other one in the kitchen. Okay, Stacey, I'm getting different names people would like you to do. I'm getting Frank, Lee, Ivy, and I think with those, Stacey, just do what comes naturally, do what feels right. Same for you, Lauren, really.
Do we have a Frank in here? Can you make a noise, make yourself known? Use my energy. You can use my energy, I've got lots of it.
Stace, if you're just quiet a second. Lauren, if you start talking, let's see if we can just pick you up on the mic. No, you're very faint, Lauren. I can't pick you up on the mic. I've got Stacey, though. Lots of good comments here, guys. Again, if you want them to do anything specific, let me know.
Here. Was it Lee that you wanted Lee?
Yeah, there was a Lee. Do you know what, Stace? I'm going to ask you to do something now. Can you lie down on the bed?
Are you joking?
No, can you lie down on the bed?
No, because there's something in that corner. I know there is.
Then lie down with your head at that end. I don't know if she's going to do it, guys. I don't know. I'll ask her again. That's it. Go on, Stace. Go on.
Oh. I just got really dizzy then.
She is so brave, I've got to be honest. Like, Stacey is an absolute legend. She is. She has got such serious balls, this girl. I'm nervous for her. That's it, Stacey. You've got 1,000 people watching you right now and they're egging you on to do it. That's it. Well done, Stace. You have to put your legs down so we can see your face.
I don't like this at all.
Oh my God.
I want you to see my face.
And you can still see Lauren downstairs and see you nowhere near her. Oh, shit, look at the orbs. I'm watching your comments. I can't believe she's doing it. She's lying on the prison bed.
I don't know, I can't. I just absolutely touched my leg.
Stace, you stay in there. You stay on that bed or you're fired.
I'm just in a tap.
Okay, Stace, do your calling out from there then.
Are you joking?
And some whistling.
Oh. If there's anyone here, can you make yourself known, please? Don't leave me hanging.
Lauren, I think you better get out there with her. Jesus. Okay, guys, I think they're just having a having a little moment just to recoup. Okay, guys, you tell me what you want me to do here. Do you want me to try and get her back in there? Do you want me to send Lauren in and switch them around? There was something. What did it do, Stace? Tell us what it did.
Huh?
What happened? Talk us through exactly what happened. Get back on camera. Get in front of the camera and tell us what happened. Turn the camera around. Take it out with you onto the wing and tell us what happened. But people are going to want to see you.
Did everyone else hear that on camera?
People can say that they can see things happening there. Sarah, I am not going in there because I am not mental.
Yeah, Joel, can you see it?
Yeah, got her, perfect. Stace, talk us through what happened.
When I was lying in the bed and I was calling out, all of a sudden, where I was sitting before on the table. Sorry, before I was sitting on the table, and then when I was lying on the bed and I did a fall out, I heard like a bang, and it was like a knock bang in the corner where I was sitting on the table that I was sitting on. It was like somebody had literally just knocked on the table, and that's when I freaked. So I'm sorry if I screamed or if I swore. I'm really sorry. My apologies. I'm literally shaking.
Well, do you know what, Stacey? I've got good news for you because people are asking for you to switch with Lauren, so you to go downstairs and stand on the ones, and Lauren's going to go into the cell and lie down on the bed.
You all suck. Why did I sign up to do this? This is a terrible idea.
So I can see people saying that I should be going in the cell. Laura, Nathan, I've seen lots of you say that. The good thing is that unless I press this button right here, these two can't hear anything that's going on. So if I don't say to them, this is what's happening, they won't know. So by the time they see all these comments, we'll have finished. So I'm all good. So we're going to let Lauren do it.
Back into the cell.
Okay, Lauren, so go in, shut the door, flip the camera around so we can see the doors shut. And then move the camera back into the corner and then down on the beds. That sounds really dodgy.
Right. Door is shut, can you see?
Yeah, got it.
And where do you want the camera?
As close to the door as you can get it.
How's that?
Step back from it. Perfect, perfect. Oh, to the left a bit, to the left. Spot on, perfect. Just there, just there. Okay, perfect.
Right, so you want me to lie down on the bed?
Yeah, or sit on the floor, whichever, up to you. Stace, can you make your way down? Oh, perfect, Stace, yeah. Anywhere by the drinking fountain, Stace. I'm so nervous for these two. Can you get Lauren a full screen? Okay, I'm going to get Lauren full screen. Stace, can you pick a point to go and stand on? Stand on the other side of the wing so we can see the stairs by the water fountain. Can you stand near the water fountain, Stacey, so we can see the stairs? Okay, so guys, you can see Stacey's there, so she's going to stay there. She's not going to move. Now I'm going to make Lauren large screen so we can see Lauren properly. Okay, Lauren, I've got you on full screen, so it's you're our star for the moment, Loza.
Thanks, I feel famous.
And I'm not touching the button, guys, so I'm just going to show you very quickly that Stacey's still there. See, there she is. If you want me to check her at any point, I will do. Talk us through it then, Lauren. What are you going to do? What can you feel? What can you see? What can you hear?
I mean, I can't see much, to be honest, because it's quite dark. It obviously has that echoey feeling, so every time you talk, you know, it's odd. And it's freezing in here, like it's so much colder in here than it was out in the wing. Like it's definitely colder in here. But it's quiet. But oddly, in mid-tension, the opposite to Stacey, I actually feel quite at peace in here. And something about it, to me, it feels almost alright.
Can you do some calling in there, Lauren? People are asking for.
Yeah, of course. If anyone is in here with me, please let me know. Make a noise. Touch me.
I'm going to show you guys that Stacey is still downstairs. There she is, see?
Want me to do a whistle?
Hasn't moved. Yeah, I'm okay, thanks, Shane. I might just stay where I am.
Stacey has got a point though. There's a definite darkness to that corner. There doesn't seem something that I can't explain it, but she's right in saying that there's definitely something.
Oh, did you see that orb go down to Lauren's head? Lauren, which corner? Can you point to the corner?
That one.
Oh my God, did you see that, guys? The corner that Lauren's pointing to right now, she can't hear me. The corner that she's pointing to is the one that the orbs
It just seems darker
are
than
moving
everywhere
from.
else, which I know is silly, but it just seems darker.
It's hard for me, guys. I'm trying to follow the comments and watch Lauren. And I'm not going in there, guys. Stop asking. I'm not bloody doing it. That's what I've got these two for. I'll go to the corner of the kitchen later and tell you my story there. Let's concentrate on Lauren for now. I'm going to show you very quickly. Stacey's still downstairs. There she is, see? Lauren, I'm getting some requests for you to lie on the beds.
Say again?
I'm getting some requests for you to lie on the bed.
Alright. It's not very comfortable though.
And can you just see if you can get any activity going in there?
Say again?
Can you see if you can get any activity going in there? Hello, Tim. Thank you for your comment. You can feel free to...
Come on, spirits. I feel like I'm offering myself freely to you. I know we don't always get on, but if you're going to make yourself known, now's the time to do it.
We can't do that, Adam, because we can't go in there because obviously we're still social distancing. All right, guys, you keep taunting me. I'll go in there. Don't worry about it. I'll get in there in a bit. Thanks, Annalise. Shane, don't you dare. If I see her get her phone out of her pocket, Shane, I'm going to kill you.
Is anybody in here with me? If you are, let me know. Can you copy my whistle?
Thanks, Tracy. Shane, don't do it. Don't listen to Katie, Shane. Okay, I'm going to go back to the 4 cameras so we can see what's happening with Stacey and myself as well. So Stacey's still in there. Thank you, Scott. I agree. Lauren, can you do some tapping or banging and see if you can get some responses from that, please?
Sure. Can you copy this? When you bang something like you bang something when Stacey was in here. You were running enough to let her see you. Let me see you too. Copy this?
Okay, it seems to have gone a bit quiet there, guys. So would you like me to get the mic out of the cell and onto the main part of C-Wing and have you, I can get Stacey to tell you about the time that she got pushed down the stairs. You tell me what you'd like, guys, and I'll get it done.
Can you copy this?
Say a Lord's Prayer. I don't think Lauren knows the Lord's Prayer.
Like I'm warm now.
Sorry, Lauren, did you say it's warmed up in there?
Yeah. Like I feel warm now. And I was freezing earlier.
Okay, why don't you, Peter, let's get the mic into the main wing. Let's get you both into the main wing of C-Wing, and let's get Stacey talking about the time that she got pushed on the stairs. Because there's some good action in C-Wing, so let's keep both. I don't know if the camera that you've got there, Lauren, in C-Wing, whether you can just open the door, put it on the landing and point it into the cell still. Okay, guys, so we'll just reset them. You'll see it in the cameras. I won't move it. They're going to just bring the mic down into C-Wing. And, yeah, they're going to move mic down into C-Wing. They're going to put the other camera in as Lauren. And then we'll get Stacey to tell you her experiences on C-Wing. Once she's done that, you are watching the Prison Live, Kazza, absolutely. Once we've done that, I will then tell you about my experience in this bottom left-hand screen. I'll tell you what's happened down there, and I'll get the girls back in here so you can have a quick chat with them as well. So, sorry, go ahead, Lauren, sorry.
You want this one facing in, yeah?
Yeah, that's perfect. Take it back, swing it to the right ever so slightly. That's it, perfect. That looks perfect, yeah, spot on. Yeah, just leave that one there, I reckon. Yeah, that looks good. Melissa, we haven't got a camera up that far, I'm afraid. It is just off the top of C-Wing, but we haven't got a camera up that far. What I can do is I can swing the camera. Now this is up to you guys. I want to take just 2 seconds, Lauren. Just take it down onto the ones for us, Lauren. Near enough where the mat is, pretty much. By the water fountain downstairs on the ones. So guys, this is a choice for you, right? We can either keep the camera, which is top right, pointing into C-Wing, into cell 203, or I can get it spun 90 degrees and it can point straight at the door at the end, going towards the execution room. What would you like to see? That's absolutely right, Teresa, that did happen. So you tell me what you'd like to see, guys. If you want the camera still on 203, or do you want me to spin it? There's 2 for spin it, execution room spin it, door at the end, loads of stuff there. So. Okay, cool. So Lauren, if you stay there, can one of you just the camera up on the on the 2s? Could you just spin it so it's pointing down the corridor towards the execution room, and maybe move it back a little bit so we can still see the outside of cell 203?
Oh, I can go. You want me to go? Yeah.
Okay, Stace, well, she does that. Yeah, you're in a good position there, Stace. People are asking to hear about your story in a second, about what happened on the stairs. I'll just let Lauren spin the camera a sec. Guys, this story is unbelievable what happened to Stacey on here. And I'm really pleased to see nobody's talking about anything behind me, which is nice. Yeah, just move it back, Lawrence. Just come backwards a little bit. That's it. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. That's it. And then square it off. That's it. And then can you make it a little bit higher? Will it wind up a little bit? Yeah, that's good. I'm actually going to get you to go further down go as far down the corridor as you can so we can get a clearer view of the door going towards the execution room. Yeah, see how far you can go down that corridor, down the landing, sorry, as close to the door as you can get. We might need to unplug it and plug it into another plug socket further down the landing. Yeah, cheers, Shane. Sorry, guys, we're just resetting the cameras. There'll be another plug socket, Lauren. If you unplug the camera, you'll be able to take it further down and plug it in further down the landing, as long as the internet cable reaches. Okay, Stace, would you like to start regaling us with your story, please, of what happened to you on the stairs?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, if you go a bit closer to the mic, that will help.
I feel like I'm going to do a song.
Yeah, not that close to the mic, mate.
So what happened was, basically, we were filming for a film that was on YouTube now, and this is going back quite a while now.
Hold on, Stace. Just make sure you stay facing the microphone and it'll pick you up nicely.
Okay. We were filming for a film, and this is going back quite a few years now, and I was dressed as a prison officer, and I was wearing a utility belt that the prison officers wear, and I had everything, a helmet on as well, a little bit of riot gear, and we were just about to film a scene, and they said action. And just as I was just about to step down the first step right at the top of the stairs, I felt like a shove in my back, and I lost my footing and I fell down the stairs. When I looked up, I was okay, I wasn't hurt or anything like that, but when I looked up, I realised there was actually nobody behind me at all. And I'm not the first person to experience that as well. So a few people.
Just 2 secs, Stace. Just 2 secs. There's just people saying they can't hear you. Let's let Lauren get the camera back on, pointing towards the execution room, and then we'll be able to go properly. It's just a lot of interference. Sorry, guys. I'm just waiting for them to move the camera. It's just because we've got one mobile camera, and I really want to get it for where you guys want it, because that's what this is all about. Remember, this isn't about us. This is about you guys. We really wanted to do something so you could connect with the jail that you can't currently visit. So I want to make sure I get the cameras where you want them. Lauren's just unplugged it. That's why it's gone down. She's moved it down the corridor. She's going to plug it back in. It is C-wing, and it'll come back on, and you'll have a good view going towards the execution room door. Lauren, how are you getting on? You plugged back in yet? What we're going to do, guys, is we're going to let these guys spend another 5-10 minutes or so into C-wing. Then they're going to come back to the kitchen where I am, and I'm going to go into the corner and tell you about what happened to me. And after that, they're then going to head downstairs into the Georgian cell before we finish for the evening. So still got 3 good things to come this evening. Whilst they're doing that, I'm going to get a coffee, so just bear with me 2 secs. You're going to hear a noise. It's the coffee. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so whilst that's happening, So Stacey's got to go down into the tunnel system just to get the power on in one of the cells. Laura, is there not a power on the landing?
Yeah, but I'm not close enough to the landing outside because it's time to use the cells.
Okay, so while she's doing that, guys, I am going to grab a coffee and I'm going to show you what's going on where I am here in the kitchen. Cell power sensor. Okay guys, I'm back. I know it makes for amazing viewing. So I'm going to take you over to where I can, so you can obviously see here behind me, I'm going to stand over here. That is the corridor down to A wing. There shouldn't be anything happening there because the girls are over in C wing. Behind me over here, this is our interpretation space. And you can see there's a mannequin in there in the corner of it. There is stuff floating around all around here. I'm starting to get what you guys are talking about. So there is a mannequin over there, which is the one you can see in the corner that's just dressed. There's orbs everywhere. I'm not liking standing up here. I think I would like to sit back down and focus. Oh my God. It is in this very room. I'm going to show you where it was. There's a figure behind the glass where you are, Joel. I better bloody not be. Coffee, sweetener and white, yeah. Sorry, I did go get a coffee because it is bloody cold in here because we've got the heaters off. I'm hoping there's no figures behind me. I'm just calling out. Call out, Joel, be brave. I'm not calling out in here just yet, Joe, because I'll be honest, I'm not that brave. It's one of those weird things, and this is what I'm going to say to you now. This is one of the really bizarre things about this, okay? So, I don't really, it's not that I don't believe in spirits, it's that I sit on the fence, I really do. And it doesn't matter, because I spend so much time in this jail, almost as much time as Lauren, and to be honest, daytime's no worries at all, but at night there's just something that happens and it makes me go, crap. And I'm just kind of like, I'll move the mouse that way. And even now, I'll be honest, sat here right now, I'm actually a little bit scared to call out or to turn around. And it's got me really, my senses really up. It's really hard to explain, but even that, I'm just kind of like, I'm just having a look, Dean, how can I not believe it? I'm having a look at your comments. I will answer your questions, so ping them through to me. I will deal with them. I will pick them up, but I'm just checking all the cameras and stuff. But yeah, it is bizarre. Joel has sat there in the dark, to be fair. He's brave too. I thank you, Lorna. I think I'm bloody brave as well. The kitchen, I find, is one of the most active places in the entire jail. And again, in a second, the girls will be back. They're just sorting out their camera. They'll be back, and then you'll see them here, and I'll go into the corner, which is probably only about 30 feet away, maybe 40 feet away from where they're going to be. Good social distancing space, and I'll tell you about what happened to me and why it can't be explained. There is no explanation for it, and why I do find the kitchen the scariest place in the whole jail, and why I think it's the most aggressive. So I'm just going to have a quick coffee. What would you do if all the chairs flipped up by themselves, Joel? Well, Adam, you would see a Joel-shaped hole in the end of that wall, because I would run very, very fast, screaming very, very loudly. I'm not saying that, Tracy. I'm not calling that name in here by myself. Not a chance. Yeah, hold on 2 secs. Oh, that is a beautiful shot, Lauren. Well, other than the fact that you're in the way. Okay, so what I'd like you to do, Lauren, can you open the execution room, the door going through to the execution room, and give it a wedge open? Dean, you can start off saying things like that. Saying things like something's running up around behind you, Joel. Yeah, James, I'm going to talk about the walk-in freezer. Lauren, that is perfect. Can you turn off the light and head down onto C-wing with Stacey, please? Actually, is that camera up as high as it will go, Lauren? The camera, is it up as high as it will go? Could you just move it slightly to the right and maybe point it down? I will be able to see the bottom of the stairs as well. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get this really good for you. I appreciate you all hanging out and waiting for us to sort these bits out. Yeah, so what I want to do, Lauren, is just, if you stand behind it for me, if you just tweak it slightly to your right. Sorry, Lauren, slightly to your right, tweak it slightly to your right. Like turn it slightly to your right. Can you take it forwards at all, Lauren, past the post? Okay, there, Lauren, there. And then just slightly to your right. Slightly to your right, slightly to your right. Twist it to the right, twist it to the right. Bit more, cool. Can you point it down slightly? Will it angle down? You just either go forwards or backwards so we can get the post out of the way. There. Stop. Angle it slightly to the right and point it down. To the right. That's the left, to the right. There's only one right, Lauren. We've got the same right. To the right a bit more. Okay, point it down a little bit. Perfect. That's fine. Head down to the bottom of C-wing then. Okay, guys, so what we've got... Yeah, that's fine. So what we've got, guys, is, I'm just going to explain to everyone, Lauren, but you'll be able to hear me too, is where Lauren is... Stop there, Lauren. So that is... Stop there, Lauren. That is where the boy appears, basically, pretty much where Lauren is. So you can see it on both the cameras, the one obviously on the left and the one on the right. So I'm going to keep both of these two downstairs, and they're going to do some calling out in C-wing for about 5 minutes or so. Then they're going to head back to where I am in the kitchen, and then I'll tell you about what happened to me, and then they're going to head into the basement. Right, ladies, if you could then head slightly closer towards the mic, turn your torches off, and then do some whistling, some calling out, and all those things you do, but don't stand in front of the stairs because we won't see it. So, Stacey, you need to go to your left or to your right.
She's about to walk into it.
Okay, guys, so they're on A-wing now, so whatever you want, shout it out, called out, anything along those lines, let me know and I'll get them to do it.
Is there anyone with us? You can make noise, let us know you're here.
Lauren, there's a really bright light coming from upstairs. What is it? It's really bright upstairs. Is there like a cell light on or something?
No.
Or is it completely black there? It's just it looks really bright. I assume that's probably where the night vision is flashing on the white bars and causing the glow.
Oh yeah, the cameras, how the cameras flash green.
That's cool. It's fine. It's fine. It makes it nice and bright. We can see quite clearly. So, sorry, go back to where you were. Crack on. Okay, guys, here we go. Yeah, we can see it. I can. Yeah, I can hear you too. You don't need to come through me on the radio. I can hear you on the mic.
If there are any spirits on seaweed tonight, make yourself known. Make a noise. Is the little boy here? Make a bang, tapping sound.
So the camera top left is where Stacey and Lauren are. The camera top right is heading over towards the execution room. Bottom right is obviously me. So this is our most haunted prison wing. Had some decent activity in the cell earlier.
Is there anyone here with us tonight? Can you copy this sound? You make the cell door close.
Okay, Stace, I'm going to make your camera bigger in a second, but could you just tell everybody about or can one of you two tell everyone about the small boy, where that comes from? Because they're asking why in a grown-up prison or a man's prison why there would be a small boy. So if one of you could just tell that story for people, that'd be great.
So
Just make sure you're nice and close to the mic so we can hear you. Perfect.
The story goes, when it was a working prison, this was the VP section of the prison for vulnerable prisoners, but this area wasn't always vulnerable prisoners. It used to be the women's wing up until about 1921, 1922, and women used to keep their children with them in prison up until they were about 4 years old, and then those children would go off to a orphanage or a workhouse. And we always never understood, because the story we were told about one of the first sightings of the little boy was when it was a working prison quite a few years ago, because it stopped working in 2013. Now, one of the prison officers that worked here was doing nights, and he was on a shift where he was on suicide watch, and he just checked one of the inmates that was on suicide watch. He'd just done his check, switched the cell light off, and then all of a sudden he heard what sounded like crying coming from the what we call the wands, which is the ground floor. So because he was up on the 2, so he was up the stairs on the landing, he was doing his walk, he checked, then he heard the cry, and then when he looked down, he could actually see a little boy standing at the sitting on the bottom of the steps. And the way he described the little boy was he was about 8 or 9 years old. He was quite scruffy looking. He had very tatty clothes, he had very, very short hair, he was dirty. And when he carried on walking to go and see, to go down the steps to go and check, because he couldn't believe what he was seeing, by the time he got to the top of the stairs, the little boy had gone. He after that sighting, he never wanted to do nights on this wing ever again, because how it was they did nights on this wing on their own. So a prison officer, there would only be one prison officer in this wing, and he saw the little boy. Now, since then, we've had numerous amount of sightings. He's been seen standing at the top of the stairs. He's been seen standing at the bottom of the stairs. He's been heard running around like he's playing. And quite a few people have heard him giggle as well. I've heard him giggle. You heard him giggle once, didn't you? And sometimes we can actually hear the noises coming through the servery where Joel is now, the kitchen. So we've heard from the kitchen into here, heard noises of like little footsteps running around. Some people feel, even though this is probably the coldest part of the prison C wing, it's really, really cold on C wing, but sometimes they'll walk in and they'll feel like their legs getting warm, like they're getting a hug around the legs. Now, we couldn't figure out why we were seeing a 8-year-old boy and hearing about stories of an 8-year-old boy when women were only able to keep their children with them until they were about 4. So we did some research, and we actually found out that the rooms below us, which is the Georgian prison, the rooms below us, there's one big, massive holding cell where they used to keep people and families ready for deportation to Australia. And we think that it actually comes from the Georgian era, and we think that he died in that era, and that's why we were seeing a boy of 8, because people were in prison back then, even at the ages of 5. They would have been without their parents, they would have been on their own. And they would have been really crammed in a cell with numerous amount of other inmates, because they didn't go by crime back then or gender, they went by class. So it would have been very, very low class people altogether, and then very upper class people in these sorts of cells here. So we think he comes back from then. Now, paranormals of one paranormal group have come to us and said that they think he was actually murdered. So there's lots of theories about that. You know, he was potentially murdered by a older man that was in the cell with him. So that's our research and talking to all the paranormal groups and things like that. That's where we think that the little boy comes from. So.
Thank you, Stacey. I'm just going to answer a couple of quick questions that have come through, and I'll be back to you too. So if you just stay there a second on camera, and I'll come back to you in a sec. So let's have a quick look and see what some of these questions are. Sorry, I'm just trying to scan back through them. If I've missed a question, please do ping it back up, and I'll have a quick look. Spirits like me. Yes, they do, Lizzie. Yeah, they do. That's what happens when you have a prison. We don't know how the little boy was killed, what happened, whether he died from... I think it's unlikely to be an execution at that age, at that time. I think it's more likely to be something like dysentery and stuff like that. Can I make the execution? I can make it a bit bigger. Yeah. There you go. Lauren or Stacey, would one of you like to take a trip up the stairs and go sit in the officer's pod upstairs for us, please?
What? I got pushed down those. I'm not.
Okay, okay. I'm going to ask the audience who they'd like to see go up the stairs. So, guys, would you like to see Stacey, or would you like to see Lauren go up the stairs and into the officer's pod? Now, remember, Stacey actually got pushed down those stairs.
Sit in that very dark room.
Guys, people are asking if we'll leave the video up. Absolutely, we will publish this afterwards, so you'll be able to watch it back as much as you like. We'll stick on our YouTube channel as well.
While you were talking a minute ago, me and Lauren could hear the sink that's next to us is metal, and we heard that. Is that little boy here?
Yeah, I've got to be honest, everybody's asking for you to go up there, Stacey. No one's asked for me or Lauren at all. They're all asking for you.
What? I couldn't hear that.
They're all asking for you to go up there, Stace.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Joel. I can't hear anything in my ear. I mean, it's an absolute mystery.
Lauren, could you give Stacey a nudge and tell her that she's being asked to go up into the office, please?
The people have spoken, Stacey.
What?
Do you want the mic up there with her?
No, I think if she opens the door, leaves the door open, if you move the mic probably slightly closer towards the stairs, Lauren will probably pick both of you up.
Go on, Stacey, it'll be fine.
Oh, actually, no, do take the mic up there with her. Do put it up there outside. And Lauren, why don't you stay up there as well, but just stay up in the corner somewhere. Guys, all right, let me bring back the cameras.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So this is the thing, right, guys, you're watching. Now, if I don't press this button here, they can't hear me. So only people that can hear me now is you. We can hear them. Now, I am not going to tell them that you're asking for me to go up there because I'm not mad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to tell them to go up there and do it. And I'm going to sit here where I feel I'm safe, apart from the shit that's happening behind me over here, which doesn't make me feel particularly safe. And that's why I keep turning my camera off, because I don't like to see it. But let's get them set back up. Okay, we ready? They're coming back into the kitchen in a couple of minutes, so they'll be back in a sec.
Is there anyone in here with me? Would you like to talk? Would you like to have a little chat with me?
Lauren, whereabouts are you? Lauren, I can see you. Can you, Lauren, can you sit at the top of the stairs for us? Or actually, can you sit 1, 2, 3 stairs down, please, Lauren? Stace, could you just sit onto the table so we can see you all? Lauren, go down 1 more step.
Can you see me? Oh, God.
Yeah, got you perfectly there, Stace, and you, Lauren. Right, it's all yours, ladies. Louise, nothing is going on behind me. No, there isn't, Barry.
Was that you? Oh, you got pre-warned me. Oh. You're getting that warm feeling?
Yeah, when we got in the cell 3. Like something where I just warm up for a sec.
Okay, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm keeping
Is
a
it
really
in your
close
chest?
eye over here
My legs
on
and feet are freezing.
just
but,
here
like,
on the
top half
window,
of me is
so I'm
quite
keeping a
warm.
really good eye there.
On your back? That's what I felt when I was shoved.
Yeah, Chris, Lauren's eyes are lighting up because of the it's the infrared.
Is there anyone here that wants to talk to us? Do you want to have a little chat? How do you feel? Are you happy that we're here? Are you angry that we're here? Give us a little tap. Can you tap like this?
Stacey's in the office, Lorna.
You want to touch one of us? Make yourself known?
Okay, I'm going to do something really risky now. Lauren, could you just stand up at the top of the stairs for us?
Hold on to those railings. Well, funnily enough, for some reason, I don't think from what I've been told, no males have actually said that anyone's been pushed at the top of the stairs. It's only ever women that are pushed. Sorry.
Yeah, that's how I understand it as well, Stace, that hair pulling and pushing tends to happen to the females and not to the males.
Yeah, he's like, whichever spirit is in here is very aggressive towards women. I know they get quite, with the paranormal groups, they get quite a lot of abuse through the Ouija boards as well. Was that a whistle?
Yeah, so guys, I'm just going to, Lauren, Stacey, you'll be able to hear this as well. But we're obviously doing this tonight. It's the first time we've done it here. Lockdown's obviously continuing for the next few weeks, so we're going to be back and doing this again. And I know Lauren is going to break out the Ouija board next time, and we might even get the tipping tables out as well, and do some more objects and stuff like that. Now remember, Lauren and I are not paranormal investigators by any sense. We actually sit on the fence in terms of what we believe.
Did you hear that?
Okay, I'm going to shut up and let these guys get back to it.
Oh my god, what was that? Yeah, it was right in front of me, so it's between me and you. Is it it's the door?
I don't know if you picked up on the microphone at all, but we just heard like a knock directly between us. So Stacey heard it in front of her, and I heard it behind me.
No, I was talking at the time, but I'll shut up now. So you guys crack on. Do some more calling out, some more knocking, and see what happens.
If there is anyone here with us tonight, make yourself known. Come on.
No, wait, let me. Wait, the light's still. Copy that.
See, I know some words that would actually antagonise them, but I don't want to.
Do it, Stace, do it.
No, I can't. We just went from a PG to we're going to end up going to an 18.
The execution room, Emma, is straight through that door. You can see at the end.
I know who's going to... My toggle just got pulled.
What?
My little toggle, it felt like something just like touched me here.
Perhaps he doesn't want to know. You know. For all those that know, you'll understand this. But there's someone in here that we know.
You don't like women, do you, very much? We all know what you're in here for. Come on, Larry.
For those that don't know, Larry is our resident poltergeist. He's very abusive, and he actually died here in prison. We believe him to be the one that's been attacking the female staff, pulling her, pushing down the stairs. So if he's here and he's listening, I'm still right here, mate.
You're just a bully, ain't ya?
Lauren, just walk down to the middle of the stairs, will you? Just stop in the middle of the stairs. Yeah, you'll have to speak a bit louder so we can hear you, but yeah, that's about right place.
Come on, Larry. Do worse. You know you don't like us very much.
Bully boy. We know what you're in for as well, Larry.
That was a proper orb I just saw there going past the landing.
Come on, slam the cell door.
Lauren, can you tell us how you're, what you're feeling just from where you stood?
I'll turn the mic round. Yeah.
I feel cold again. Like I did at one point I had this mask on.
Bit louder, Lauren, bit louder.
At the top of the stairs, I felt like I had to hold on. And now that I'm a bit further down, I don't feel quite so uneasy as I did at the top. Potentially that's because it's further to fall. But it's gone very
Yeah, certainly where you're stood, Lauren, lots of people are saying they can see fog and you're pretty much stood like right next to it, like in an active spot.
Maybe that's why I've gone cold again. But I also feel a little bit clammy.
Someone's just asking if we can watch the lower level as well, so I'm just going to stick the 4 screens back on a sec so we can see the lower level, because we've got a really nice shot of you there too, Lauren.
It's really cold in this little room. My legs are gone cold. Oh, it's 'cause I'm sitting on a table. I'm going to do a whistle now.
Ask them to sing. I don't know if you want them to sing, Sam.
Come on, Larry. Are any spirits that are here tonight?
They'll be going into tunnels in
Give
a
us a little
sec.
something, a bang, a tap, a noise.
This light here that somebody's asking me, the other side of me, behind me, is actually the
You want us
reflection
to
of
go?
the
Let us know.
camera back in there. I think, do you want to head back to the kitchen, and then I'll talk everyone through what happened to me in this square down here, and then you can head down to the tunnels, and then we'll call it a night. Come back through the corridor, Lauren. Seawing Yard corridor. So you're going to see them appear just over here behind me in a second in the doorway. I've got to be honest, I'm feeling quite relieved about this because I've been by myself for a couple of hours, and there's 2 of them, and that's what you guys keep forgetting. You keep saying how brave these 2 are, but there's 2 of them next to each other. I'm here by myself, and you guys are telling me you can see loads of stuff happening behind me. Here they come. So, it's Chris. So, why are some of the cells bricked up? Some of the cells are bricked up because they've been converted into double cells. So they need 1 door, so therefore they've bricked up the other one. You're going to see them behind me. There's one. Where's the other one? there's another one somewhere. Okay, here's Lauren. Did you want a drink? Are you all right?
I'm going to grab a drink actually.
Okay, so I'm just going to let Lauren grab a drink because she's obviously been shouting out for a couple of hours now. So she's going to grab something. And then I am going to take a wander into this corner over here, into the next screen. So I'm trying to point the right way into this screen here. And I'm going to tell you about what happened to me in that room and why I think it is so active, and also why I get so nervy of it. We're going to wrap up, Simon, probably in about 20 minutes, half an hour. I think people would like to see the Georgian cells. Would you like us to take you down to Georgian cells? Don't forget my coffee. Lizzie, when you next come and visit us, you're more than welcome to a coffee. Thank you, Helen. Now, Lauren, I'm just going to flag this to you before you come and sit in my seat. Some people, whilst I'm here, may be making comments saying that they've been asking me to do things and I've been telling you that's not happening. They're all lying. Just so we're clear, none of them have asked me to do anything. They've been asking for you and Stacey. Oh, God, did you see that? So I've been quite content.
Hello.
Welcome back, Stace. Said welcome back. Okay, I'm going to get up and move out of the seat of control. So, Lauren, you won't have to touch that. The comments are just flicking through here so you can answer them. I'm going to actually take the mic with me. I'm just going to walk over into the corner. I'm going to stay 2 meters away from you. Lauren, you'll have to give me a positioning guide. And if you can just... Lauren, I'm going to ask people if they can still hear me okay, and they're going to say yes or no. Oh my God, this is pitch bloody black.
Someone said
Someone said what?
that they
Was it Sophie? Okay, I'm going to connect this to my jumper. So, can you guys hear me okay? So in a sec, Lauren, they should be telling you if they can hear me okay.
Yeah, they can hear you fine. Someone just told me to look back through the comments and you're lying about everything.
Yeah, well, not everything. Okay, guys, right, here I go. Now, this is really bizarre because for you guys, and I've been watching this for a couple of hours, for you guys, this is really bright. You can see the wall at the end, you can see the breeze blocks on the right, you can see the door, you can see the Monopoly board. For me, it is pitch black. All I can see is the outline of the Monopoly board, the beginning of the door, and the rest of it is pitch black. It is that dark. I am actually scared to go in there, and it is a really small. If I walk to the end of the room, you will be able to see me, but I can't see that wall, and I'll be brutally honest, I am cacking it to go in there, despite the fact 30 foot over there I can see Lauren and Stacey. Okay, so here's what happened to me. So 3 years ago we had a Scream Park, which is a horror park, lots of different horror mazes and stuff like that that we did over Halloween. Now, one of them was a butchery scene, which was done in here because this is where the butchery was. So it used to be a building just off here as well, and it's recently been knocked down, but it was in this section that all of the activity happened, which is where the butchery is. So what we did was we basically created a bloodbath. It's a butchery. The concept of the story was that people had been, prisoners were being killed and cut up and fed to other prisoners. It was a brilliant horror maze. Gary Irvin, our events coordinator, wrote it. It was great fun. Chrissy Wing, our ops director, was one of the core actors.
There's a massive orb that just went into the corner.
I'm going to stand over this side. Okay, so I'm going to try and get through the story. So, no, hold on. Let me finish the story. I'm not going in there. I don't care what happens. I'm not going in there. I'm not doing it. Shh, let me finish the bloody story. I'm not doing it. I'm not going in there. I'm not. So anyway, so we had that in. Brilliant event. Great. It finished. And then in November, we had to redecorate the entire butchery ready for Christmas. So it had to be painted. So yours truly, late at night, started at 9 o'clock in the evening, worked through till about 1 in the morning, painted the entire kitchen, including the butchery. And I used a spray gun, and I was up on a set of stairs, small set of stairs about this high, and I was up on the top of them, so 2-3 stairs. I was up on the top of them, and I was spraying away like this, and I could just feel something behind me. So I thought what had actually happened was Lauren and Stacey had crept in that night to come and play a trick on me. So I got down off the stairs, went up around the corner, looked down the corridor, nothing there. Came back to it, started painting, and I could feel it again. And I kept checking and kept checking. You've got to remember, this is about 11:30 at night now, and I'm spraying the walls like this, and I can just feel there's something behind me. And I'm looking, and there's nothing, and I'm looking, and there's nothing. And then I can just feel being pushed. Not hard, but being pushed off this ladder, clearly pushed, and to the extent that when I tried to lean back, it was hard to do so. And I absolutely bricked it. I wasn't sure what was going on, and I got down, and there was nothing there, and I tried again, and the same thing was happening, and then I nearly fell off the ladder. I didn't, but I nearly did. And it transpired a few days later, we had a tour going on, and there was a guy that used to be in prison here in the 60s, in 1960, 1961, 1962, and he was asking us why he couldn't come into this area. We said it was closed for refurb, and he asked if he could tell us a story about the butchery. And he told us a story about a prisoner who worked in the kitchens, went into the butchery, and about an hour later, another prisoner went in, and they found him on the floor, dead. And he had cut his wrists in there and committed suicide, and they said it looked horrendous. There was blood all over the walls, all over the ceiling. And without even knowing it, we almost recreated that scene with our scare maze. And since that point, we've almost what feels like awoken something that is pretty evil, pretty aggressive, and this is an area we don't actually investigate that much because of these reasons. And I'm brutally honest, I am not liking going in there because it is dark. And there's a door as well.
So you're getting a bit of a bad rep as everyone's telling you've got to go in because you've been on bed saying you've got to go in.
Mate, I don't...
Come on.
They give the audience what they want.
All right, shut up. I've got to be honest, it feels like, I mean, I am going into a different room, but I'm not liking being in here at all. Feels very enclosed. To you, I know you can see it is bright, but to me it is almost pitch black. Other than this glowing here, I'll put my jumper over it. Other than the mic glowing, it is pitch black. I really don't like this. I know it seems weird, it's just a room. It's just a room, it's just a room. It's just like a room with a cupboard. It was this wall, it's pretty much where I am now, facing this way, like that, facing away, so it'd be behind me. Okay, I don't actually want to move. Asking me to do a call out, you guys are mad. I defy people on watching this now to come and do this themselves. This is so intense. If there's anybody there, can you make a sound or a sign? I'm going to hold my hands here so you can see where they are. Is there anybody there? Can you make a sound or a sign? Make a noise. If I knock on the door. Lauren, I don't know if you've got the cameras, but can you I don't know if you want to split the cameras so they can see you as well, because I like people to be able to see that it's not you guys doing it. This, for me, is one of the scariest places in the whole prison. Not just in this room, but in this whole kind of area in the kitchen, and especially at night. I know they get a good amount of activity in here in the ghost tours and the paranormal groups that we do let in here. Can you make a noise for us? See, I tend to find whistling on the wing rather than in here. I don't tend to find responses in here. I tend to feel it's like a bad energy, if I'm honest. I don't know how to explain it, but it's more like I get whistles and footsteps and bangs on the wings. In here, it just, if you follow me on my Instagram and my Facebook, you'll see that I'm a really positive person, predominantly. I always look on the positive. And in here, it feels negative, and it's kind of draining me almost. Oh, is that a flicker of light? Did you see that? It's really hard to explain, but it just feels like I can feel it right here in my stomach. It just feels like it's draining me of any kind of positive. It's almost energy of it's just negative, and it feels just nasty. No, I really don't like it in there. I really don't like it in there.
You just had a bang behind her.
Did you?
Yeah.
Split the if you right click and split the cameras to a 4 split, and go to 4. There you go. And that should pick you two up as well. What, in here? Yeah. Is that Larry here? See, it feels weird to me because, like I said, I'm not a big paranormal person. I sit on the fence. It just feels not right. And if you're ever here, and this area is open during the day, come in here and stand in here and shut the door and feel what it's like, and you'll understand. And even daytime, in there with the door closed, it'll be pitch black. Can anybody do some knocking? I'll just put my hands up so you can see that it's not me. Can you copy this? Do you know what? I've just realised, guys, that I'm not actually feeling all that happy about this because in a second, you two are going to go off somewhere else and you're going to leave me in here by myself. No, what, by myself? So my choices are, let's just get this clear, right? My choices are stay in here by myself or go down to the Georgian prison by myself. I can't, we've got to stay 2 meters apart.
Oh, yeah. Actually, can you just clarify that someone made a comment about me and Stacey not being 2 meters apart?
I did say that right at the beginning, that Lauren and Stacey are not 2 meters apart, they live together. So they don't have to be 2 meters apart, which is why they are doing the investigation pieces together and I'm standing obviously a distance away and doing more of the presenting piece.
Someone just called you a what?
They call me a what? Brilliant. Protecting my rep.
They want you to go in cell 203 on your own.
Yeah, I've seen that. I'm not sure how down I am with that.
Oh, it really is dark over there.
It is. Go over there, Stace. Go over there and have a look. Seriously, go over there. It's
Who made the mess, right?
Yeah. You decorated it. I painted it. Go and have a look. Seriously.
No, I thought the tunnels on my own. That's a lie.
Go, Stace. Go and have a look at the corner. I get what you mean now because watching the cameras, it doesn't look dark, does it? It doesn't look dark. But when you guys were in cell 203 and you're in there going, it is pitch black. I can't see anything. We're like, what are you talking about? We can see everything in there, but it's because go into the corner and have a look. Go. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Go down.
Maybe it's in there so that the spirit world doesn't like me.
Oh, God, mate, but people want to put you in very compromising positions, John.
With me.
They want you to go everywhere on your own.
Yeah. Well, maybe next time we do this, I'll do that.
Oh, man, it's dark.
Hold on, Stace. I'm going to put the mic here so you can come pick it up. Put it over there. So just pick up the unit, and the mic is just on the top of the stand. And take it with you.
Put some hand gel on. Oh.
He's trying to keep up with comments. See what I mean, Stace? How dark it is.
Oh.
You're going to love this. Stace, go in there.
Yeah.
Go in. You'll see what I mean. It just feels negative, doesn't it?
I can feel it from here.
Yeah, I know. Go in. Now close the door.
No! See, there's still like on the walls.
I know, yeah, it keeps going back through, doesn't it?
I don't know whether I want to do this. I need encouragement here. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm just about to shut the door in the area that... Oh my God! There is like a massive draft near my feet, where my feet are and my legs. And it's a bricked area. Do I shut it fully? It's alright, because it's one of those finger bob doors. I've shut the door, technically. Do you know what? I've got like a pain in my head. Oh, what the hell am I doing, man? This was a bad idea. I don't want to stay in here. There's a freaking noise right outside. No, there's a noise right outside this door. I can hear it. Can't open the freaking door. Oh! Why? Why would you do that?
I don't have to think we're going to respond to that. I feel like you sit on the fence and the panel we're one of those things. Right, I'm going to get back to the present. Yeah, cool. You do that.
Do you know what? You know when I turned around and I said to you, why don't you move in with me?
Stacey, do you want to stick the mic on the table for us?
It's my hand.
Lauren's got it.
Just a bit of light humour there, guys.
Where's that coffee? Lauren's got coffee.
Right, can you two? Right, let's get this done then. Let's get this done. So let's get that camera, Lauren, up on C-wing downstairs into the Georgian cells, and let's show people what the Georgian cells look like, and then we'll round it off tonight, and then we can maybe do another one next week or during the week or something like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm sorry, guys. Everyone's saying I'm being cruel.
Yeah,
I'm
you were.
sorry.
We're not even married yet, and I'm already thinking about divorcing her.
Okay, come on, let's do that camera.
Right, I'll let you guys do that. I will entertain in the meantime.
You can read all the comments about people saying you're worse.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Yeah, I can handle that. Okay, guys, I am coming back. See all these cups of coffee over here that are added up. Okay. Now Lauren should do it. Yeah. So, guys, normally this is the thing, right? So, these guys are going to just be adjusting. I'm going to turn the volume down a sec so it doesn't just. It's not really loud. It's not too loud. Because I'm going to be moving the mics. Okay, they're moving the mics, as you can see. They're going to move that camera. So that camera's going to go off in a sec. They're going to take it down to the basement. They're going to restart it. Whilst they do that, I'm going to just make Joel big. There I am. Okay, so normally, this is the thing, right? So Lauren and I very much sit on the fence. We have a very similar opinion of paranormal world. We know there are things that we can't explain that happen in the jail. And I'm just trying to read comments as we go. So we know that happens. There's things that happen that we can't explain. Footsteps, whistling, doors banging, that sort of stuff. But we don't really firmly believe necessarily in ghosts and paranormal and spirits. It's a weird one. Like I said, we sit on the fence. Stacey, however, is probably more of a paranormal... Jesus Christ. Is more paranormally based and open than Lauren and I are. But we like to have jokes as well. Lauren and I specifically like to jump out on people and scare them because it's a bit of fun. We wouldn't normally do that here. It certainly wouldn't do it in a paranormal setting, but with just the three of us, we'll have a bit of fun like that, just to lighten the mood. So I'm just reading some of the things, but they're obviously setting up. It's been great fun to do this again here. I really like the fact that we're able to do this and show you guys and share with you some of the things that happen behind the scenes, because we do this a lot still. We don't film it, but actually Lauren and I and Stacey and a couple of others will come in here at night time before everything happened with COVID-19, and we would do this sort of stuff. and we do Ouija boards, and we'll do those kind of experiences. But we wanted to share that with you, and I think we're going to go on and do this more, and we're going to invest into this further. I think we're going to get some new tech kit. We're going to get around the entire jail. We'll get some better mics, and we will get a better system so you can see this happening a lot. And then we probably will invite people in every now and again as well to come and join us. But yeah, at the moment, we're in the process of trying to buy the prison. As soon as we can get that over the line, we can really start investing into it and starting to turn it into a fantastic, a really high-end, world-class tourism attraction, and very much continue to do all the things that you currently love and know us for, and do them better, plus a number of other things that we want to get started here. So lots of good stuff to come. Hit me up with your questions, because I've run out of things to say. But we're going to do these sorts of things again. Is there a different night that you think we should do it on? Yeah, go ahead. Apparently they've got the camera on. It's saying network unreachable at the moment. Have you turned it on? Yes, I've got it, Lauren. Hold on 2 secs, I'm going to make it big. And then I'm going to turn your mic up as well, hold on. Okay, so they are down in the basements, in the Georgian tunnel. Can you just give me some volume on your mic a sec?
Say again?
Just speaking in the microphone so I get the volume right.
Can you hear us from the tunnels?
Yeah, that's perfect. So let's have a look at those. Okay, so right now I can see the, yeah, that's it, stop. Can you move it back a little bit? Will the camera go backwards? Stay, swing it to the left slightly, swing it to the left. Left. To the left, to the left, that's to the right, to the left. Perfect, stop, okay. Just stay there 2 seconds, Stacey. So Stacey, can you swing it all the way to the left so we can see the stairs? Okay, so that's where the stairs are coming down into it from C-Wing. Go back to where you were a sec, Stace. Okay, perfect. Right, so I just want to talk people through very quickly, you two, what's actually they're seeing here. Stace, sorry, just very quickly, just swing us around to the right. All the way around, Stace, keep going, stop. Okay, point it up a little bit, so just tilt it up.
I can't see.
Just pull the camera back, just tilt it up a little bit. So that, guys, is the back end of the cell walls, and there's a little tunnel up just to the top left, just here where you can see the mouse pointer that goes off into the cells.
I'll point to the...
Stace, it's all right, I've done it. Stace, just go back to Lauren, I want to show them the holding cells. Are we sleeping here? Are you mental? No, we're not sleeping here. Okay. That's perfect, Stacey. Don't move. Keep it there. Lauren, can you just back right up into the door frame in the back corner?
I can't see it.
See, that's the thing, guys. To us, we can see this. We can see this perfectly clearly, but to them it's
I
pitch black.
can't see. My hand in front of
Okay, Stace, Lauren. Okay, just 2 seconds. So, guys, this is what you can see is where Lauren stood right now. That is basically right next to one of the old segregation cells. It is tiny. There is literally enough room for Lauren to get inside that doorway, and then it'll be closed in. And what you're seeing is the original cells, basically different cells. There is some new elements in there in terms of some of the heating equipment to heat the modern jail. You can see the pipes and stuff. But as Lauren steps forward, she's going to step forward to underneath the original beams which separate the cells. Just come forward, Lauren. Keep coming forwards. Keep coming forwards. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. There. Stop. Stop there. So that's Lauren. Basically, there is in the split between the two cells. Stace, do you want to go onto the camera for us? And then if you two want to do some shouting out, that'd be amazing.
Go in front of the camera. Yeah, I can't see.
So you're going to have to bear with us in this bit. We're going to have to use some light when we're sort of wandering around because we generally...
But it is pitch black in there.
Yeah, without the light, I couldn't see Stacey in front of our face.
Yeah, I think a lot of these things are dust orbs because it's going to be quite dusty down there, so we'll get them to stop moving. There's a lot of orbs moving around, but I'm guessing a lot of those are dust, isn't it, ladies?
Yeah, it is a bit dusty. I've got asthma and that. Yeah?
Yeah, it's definitely very dusty down here, as you would expect, yeah.
Okay, well stand still as best you can and just start doing some cooling for us.
Just stand there and stay still.
There is no one in my corridor. You stop saying that to me. Rebecca, what are you doing to me? David, next time you're here, you can certainly get into the kitchen area because it's a restaurant on a big screen. There we go.
Make a noise.
Okay, so you've got to remember for these two, it is pitch black down there. They cannot see a thing.
Can you make a noise? Make yourself known.
Someone's just asked what my job is. I own the company that operates the tourism attraction, and shortly the company that will own the prison. Oh, will you stop saying there's things behind me? I'm really worried now. Someone's just asked why we've stopped doing the tours in the tunnels, and the reason is because you can see all the heating ducts and all the modernised utility systems. We want to rip all of that out so we can get back to the original Georgian cells, the original Georgian feel of exactly like they were like.
I don't know if you can hear on the microphone, Joel, but we can almost hear almost like a radio or a TV sort of thing in the background, like say if your neighbour had their TV up loud and you can just about hear it through the walls. It's sort of like that.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you just bring the mic a little bit closer to you two so everyone else can hear you a bit clearer? Stacey, you just bring the mic a bit closer to you. That'd be great. Oh, why is someone saying there's a lady with white hair standing in the doorway near me?
I think that's about as close as they can
The wire
get.
going more.
No, not more.
That's fine. We can move a bit closer.
No, that's fine, Lauren. I can hear you clearer.
Can you hear us? Okay, we were just saying that we could hear something faintly in the background, almost like a TV or a radio.
Okay.
It is like music playing.
Yeah.
That is so weird.
I'll be honest. I can't hear it coming through the speakers, so I don't think anyone else
Is
will be able
anyone
to.
down here with us? Can you make yourself known? Can you call out or bang something? Can you make bang? Copy that noise.
Sorry, there's lots of questions. Someone's just won the prize. They've said Carol Baskin is in the corner.
Carol Baskin. Hi, all you cats and kittens out there.
I'm just going to answer somebody else, Lauren, so I'll make sure you can hear this. Ashley, social distancing. So these two don't have to social distance because they live together. So they are absolutely fine to be within a close vicinity of each other.
Yeah, I mean, we don't always want to be, but we can.
Oh, I got you. That wasn't abuse.
Okay, let's have. Do you want to do some whistling or some knocking? Do some knocking and whistling down there. I reckon you'll get you some good responses.
I would if I could find something I could knock.
Right, I'll just
Stace, go to your left. Go to your left, Stace. Left, left, left. That's your right, Stacey. Left.
Ah, there we go, wasn't it? Yes. Doesn't feel
No,
very
don't knock on that, Stacey. That's asbestos. If you turn, if you step backwards, there's the wall. Step backwards, Stace. There's a box. There's a box.
Oh, there.
Jesus.
Guys, we will be doing another live. I don't know what day we're going to do it. To a degree, it's up to you. Stace, can you just stand the other side of that box? Because then we'll be able to see where the seg cells were. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Killed it.
Becca, she's amazing. She can't hear me right now, but she is a legend. Absolutely,
Yeah,
Stacey's a legend.
if you're down here, if there's anyone down here, any spirits, can you copy this noise for me?
Perhaps copy a whistle.
Guys, we will do a Ouija board next time we do a live. We'll Ouija board it. It's not countless.
You can make a noise. Come forth. Use our energy if you need to. If you've got no energy, you can use our energy. I mean, I can feel a draft coming this way. Copy this noise.
Lauren, I'm thinking that it might work if you left Stacey down there by herself.
No, 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 no.
Well,
No.
let me just ask the people to see
No,
if they would like to see that. Hold on, Stace.
No.
Hold on. Let's ask the people.
No.
Guys, would you like to see Stacey down there by herself if Laura makes her way back up the stairs to C-Wing?
No, I can't, not on my own.
There is a tunnel underneath A-Wing as well. Yes, you're absolutely right, David.
I'm telling you, I'm buying some toys.
In fact, there's the Georgia cell underneath most of this prison. That's not going to happen, Hugh. Well, Stacey, people are saying poor Stacey, but definitely yes. They're actually, funny enough, they're actually asking for me to go down there.
Well, the people have spoken, mate. You should come down here. Anyone who can hear me now, you know that it's right. Joel should be down here on his own.
What do you think, guys?
What's that? They agree with us. Come on, Stace.
I'm
We'll leave
just,
the camera on for you.
No!
We'll leave it here down for you. We can swap. Come on, Joel.
They do not understand because I have been watching you guys tell me there's stuff behind me. Like, you're all saying, go Joel, go Joel, go Joel. You're all at home. You're all sat. I bet you're all sat with the fucking hell. I'm sorry, my language. Sorry, I do apologise. Although we're well after the watershed. Stay there, I'll have to move first. I'm not sure I like this. You guys have been badgering me. You've been telling me all night that you can see stuff behind me, and I've been like keeping that camera off so because I'm worried and nervy. Guys, like, I sit on the fence, but this still makes me really scared. And what's even worse than that is I don't have a torch because I'm using my phone to film all of this, so I have no light. Oh, I can't believe I'm going to do this.
You got this. We believe in you.
That way.
We'll come here. So
Joel, are you a man or a scared mouse? I will take scared mouse, thank you, Melanie. I will take a scared mouse. Oh man, I can't believe I'm going to do this.
It's pitch black down
I
there.
know, I know it's pitch black down there. It's pitch black
to
up
the
here.
ground. Right.
I am absolutely this.
He's doing it, guys. He's doing it.
I am doing it. I'm just trying to see if I've actually got. Oh no, I've got my watch on. I can use the watch on my. I can use the.
If you put it on your hand, it looks like you're Iron Man.
Okay, cool. I've got to be honest. I'm pretty nervous about this.
You'll be fine. All right, guys. So he is just heading down there now. You'll be able to see him in the screen very shortly. Creep up and scare him. On normal occasions I would, but since it's a very large staircase down to where he is going, I think on this occasion I will not.
I think we can hear him now.
Yeah, we can just hear him going down the stairs now.
This is so dark.
Let's see if we can put the full screen on.
Oh, that's
Oh,
Joel
we
moving the
put it-
camera.
Yeah, we put it right next to it, that's why.
Oh man. Oh man, this is so dark. Lauren, can you hear me?
Yeah, crystal clear.
Mate, this is so dark and this is... Oh my god.
Joel, do you want to just go over to the back door just to show the size comparison between me and you?
Oh, I don't want to... Lauren, I can't even see it. I don't want to turn the light back on now because I'm scared of what might be there. I am absolutely... Like, seriously, I have my eyes closed.
You're going to need to do some calling out. They're asking for calling out.
No. I'm telling you right now, if I had it, I would have a blanket over my head right now because I'm that
Well,
nervy, which is mental because I don't even want to say it, but it is mental because if it was daytime and the lights were on, I'm sure I'd be okay. Right, I'm going to put my torch on and then I'm going to go over to where Lauren asked me to, and then I am going to have a heart attack. Oh man.
just to take your brain off it for 2 seconds, someone has asked what the stone slab is that you were just leaning on is.
That's where Aslan was.
Why would you talk about that right now? It's too soon.
It's just a stone. It's modern. It's not. It's not original. I don't know. Maybe it is original. It might be original. Actually, looking at it, it is bricked in. Yeah, I'd have to double check on the plans.
Guys, it could have been a... Do you think it could have been a desk? One of the prison officers' desks?
Yeah, well, they did have it. Okay, so I hate this room. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you crystal clear.
Okay, so I can't believe it's right, so it could easily go behind me. Can you see this room here if I open the door?
Yeah, just about.
So there's a little, right, you can see the door I stood at. So like, there's the door I stood at, yeah?
Joel, everyone on Facebook wants you to go into that little room.
So this is the doorway, and behind me, and I'm like, oh, my bloody torch, why am I so scared? Literally, and the worst thing is I know I can't make a quick getaway to all the cables. So this is the height of this door, and behind me there's a door, and it only comes up to here. Can you see it? I open it.
Oh, those are ropes.
Yeah, we can see you.
Yeah, so it's to there, and inside there, it is literally, I can measure it, it is one,
What was that noise then?
it is 4 foot.
Oh.
It is 4 foot square, and that is it. And it is just a little space, and it is almost the second unit with the Georgian cells. It is just a little square. I'm coming out here now because I'm absolutely breaking. I do not like being down here. Why not I have to?
Just while you were talking, Joel, we heard a bang coming from your microphone.
No, that wasn't Doc, that was ours.
No, it was his. See, the guys on Facebook, they really want you to go into that little room.
No, it's not happening. Not tonight. I'm not doing it. Not by myself. I'm not doing it. I'm not going in there. I don't care. I'm not doing it. Like,
What does it say?
it's so dark down here. The only thing I can see is the 3 lights off the camera. 3 red lights, and that is it.
Yeah, we're picking up quite a lot of orbs.
It's probably more likely to be dust. No, it doesn't feel too dusty down here. It's chilly. Right,
Someone has asked you to do a call out for the little boy.
oh, fuck no! That's- like, okay, this is mad. Okay, if there's anybody watching this that wants to come and do this live, like, let us know, because I would give my right thumb to have somebody down here with me right now, because I'm that nervy. Okay. Is there anybody there? Can you give us a knock? My hands. I like to put my hands out so you can see them, so you know that I'm not doing anything. Can you? Oh, I can't believe I'm asking this.
When was the Georgian tunnels last used?
Can you give us a knock? Any knock at all? I can't fucking believe I'm doing this nonsense.
Sorry, mate. You just sit there tight for a second. We're just going to answer some more questions, so you get comfy, all right? So just some of the questions that have just been asked. When were the Georgian?
You know what? I've just realised I don't like you two.
When were the Georgian tunnels last used? So the Georgian tunnels were, well, the Georgian prison was built in 1793 and it was converted to a Victorian prison in I want to say 1822.
Yeah, it was
Don't
when
quote me on that one.
what happened was they got reinvented by a man called Howard.
And someone who just said, are we meant to be investigators? I think Joel's already mentioned it that we're not.
No.
We were here anyway doing some fire alarm tests, and we thought we'd just set up a couple of cameras to do just a live video, really see if you guys saw anything.
You can see how scared he.
Got that kind of like negative sort of draw coming out of me again. It's kind of hit his stomach sort of draw. And I can feel it over here on my shoulder. I really don't like it. Like I can feel almost like there's a hand like near enough where mine is. It's so scary. It's so freaky.
Another question, someone asked if anything's ever followed anyone home. Not that we know of.
No, that's it. I'm done.
There you have it, guys. Here right now.
Whoever said about orbs and dust, so you could see when Joel left, you could see lots and lots of dust specks. And then you'll get orbs that aren't in a dusty area that will move differently and they'll change direction. That's what we've been told by the paranormal groups anyway.
Someone who asked about more information about the tunnels. We don't know how many cells are down there. We have access to a couple of holding cells and some of the cells in general, but it does go on a lot further than we're able to get at the moment. So we're not sure exactly how many.
No. No more. This is mental. Whose bloody idea was this? I tell you what, it's so dark down there.
It is. There's lots of orbs on Sea Wing.
Yeah, there's loads.
It's pitch black in there,
It
isn't
is-
it? Now
it
do
is
you get
pitch
why I
black.
was like
Yeah,
because you
no,
can't
I'm
see
just-
anything.
Yeah, there were two of you.
I know, but we couldn't see each other, so it didn't feel like there was two of us.
Alright. Do you want to ask people what if there's a preferred day? If we did this again, is there a preferred day they'd like us to do this? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
Preferred times.
Guys, if we were to do this again, what day is preferable for you guys? So Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday. Can you just comment quickly now on what days are good for you.
So I'm feeling a little bit brave now. I'm almost tempted to head into A-Ring.
Do it.
No, I'm not that brave. maybe next time.
Almost.
I do think that next time you two should get a Ouija board out.
Saturday. Most people are saying Saturday.
Is that you?
So mainly Saturdays, not Thursdays.
I go dancing Thursdays.
Any day is fine because we're on lockdown.
Okay.
But Saturday is generally the...
Same sort of time, 8:30?
Yeah, same sort of time, guys. Run a competition to have invite a follower to join you. We totally would if we were not in lockdown. Yeah, Saturday, same sort of time, but most people aren't too fussy because no one's up too much in the evenings at the moment.
Do you two want to say goodbye then, and I'll come in and just do the roundup and then we'll finish off?
Right, we're gonna
Goodbye.
So
Goodbye.
long.
Farewell. Adieu. Avida. No.
You just saying goodbye.
Right, guys. So Joel's gonna shut off the camera in just a moment, but from us, myself and Stacey, we're gonna say goodbye now, and we're gonna go home. We will see you next time. We do this. I'm not sure when it'll be. In the next couple of weeks, I assume. Next time we'll bring a Ouija board if that's something that you guys want to see. But make sure you comment different areas that you want to see us into and what you want us to do in those areas. And maybe we'll split up next time and do a couple bits on our own. What?
I don't know whether anyone else has seen this on the camera.
Just hold on a second. Let me just jump in there a second.
Bye, guys.
Bye. See you next time.
See you next time.
See you next time. Okay guys, so that has been us. I'm gonna just make this one a little bit bigger actually so you can see us to say goodbye, because those two are behind me still. There you go, Stuart, perfect. Okay guys, I've got to do a little plug. I have to do a little plug because it wouldn't be right if not. I'm gonna just stick a comment at the top which has just got a tag on it for my channel. Lauren, have you got a Facebook page?
I do have a Facebook page.
What is your Facebook handle?
My Facebook handle is... hold up, let me just double check it.
Okay.
I believe it's just Lauren Watkins.
All right.
I think I might be at 28 years now.
Lauren Watkins. Yeah, Lauren Watkins 28.
Yep.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna stick up two Facebook handles. There's a really good place if you wanted to follow me and follow Lauren. You obviously already follow Shrewsbury Prison because Lauren and I do loads of different things, but Instagram is probably the best place to get us. And again, you can obviously find us on our Facebook pages, onto our Instagram handles, and so on and so forth. We will absolutely do this again. I don't know what day we're going to do it yet. I'll have a conversation with Lauren probably tomorrow, and we'll see what works. Maybe next Saturday. What? We have children. Okay, so we'll have a look and see what we can do and what we can figure out, and see how we can put it together. We will stick an event up there. I'm just going to post this and I'll pin this comment. So we will do that. I can't pin the comment. Pin the comment. Did I pin it quick enough? I think I pinned someone else's comment. Couldn't get it quick enough. 2 secs. So I'm just trying to get our plugs in there. Lauren Watkins 28.
If anyone's on TikTok.
If anyone's on TikTok, yeah. Oh. Yes, I got it. Okay, so guys, give us a follow. We really enjoy doing this kind of stuff, but we actually do it for you guys, not for us. So if you tell us what you want, and then that is what we will try and deliver as much as we can. We will find a different night that we can do it on. We will dig out the Ouija boards and we'll do that kind of stuff. And maybe we'll do a weekday one because I think that works quite well as well. Thank you very much for watching. I dislike all of you that were telling me there was things behind me because that's pretty scary. And I hope you liked it, and that's pretty much it. Anything else from you two?
Scramble to turn the lights on.
Yeah, turn the lights on, turn the lights on. Okay, guys, that is it. I hope you had fun, and we will see you next time.